Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Bob, and today we're going to talk about a Kickstarter that I've backed called Esper's Emporium of Esoterica. First, I just wanted to say this is a new channel devoted to D&D content. I run actual games on my channel every week. We live stream them here on YouTube, and I do recorded videos just like this. If this is content that you like, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I go live. So we're going to jump right in here. I have the Kickstarter page open for Esper's Emporium of Esoterica. Well, let me first explain to you who Esper is and why I am backing his Kickstarter. A few years ago, I stumbled onto Esper's channel. It was probably one of the first D&D channels that I subscribed to and started to listen to his content. In the description, I will leave his link to his YouTube channel. You can go there and check out all of his videos. They really are some fantastic videos that go over all things from subclasses, ranking videos, as well as monster rankings, which I think are probably maybe his most popular videos, where he goes through a category of monster. He go through aberrations, dragons, fiends, demons, and devils. He'll go through and rank them, but not just about power or how strong they are to use in the game, but more like how they can be used from the DM perspective and how you can weave them into storytelling. It's really more of a role-playing and immersion-focused D&D YouTube channel, and it's fantastic. His stuff is great. I have no connection to him personally. I just really enjoy his work, and when I had heard a few months ago that he had a book in mind that he might have been coming out with, I was really looking forward to seeing what it was going to be, and now he has released it officially 2 days ago. Today is the 24th. Yes, the 24th of September, and within 2 days he is fully backed. So you know that his content is good when a Kickstarter gets backed within the first day or two. So let's dive in here and see what the book is all about. I think you can see here his goal was $10,000, and he's already at $11,250 with 222 backers, and he still has, like I said, almost a month to go. So let's take a look at the Kickstarter page and see what this book is going to be about. It's basically a Volo's guide or a Xanathar's guide type book, where it includes information for players. It's got some class features, optional things that you can include in your games as a player, and really a lot of useful dungeon mastering content. Let's take a look at what is going to be in here on the Kickstarter page. So monsters. He's going to put at least 100 new monsters into this book, which does not include the stretch goals, I believe. We'll take a look at those too. But these monsters are fantastic. I looked at a few of these entries, and one of the things that he has stressed when he's gone over his monster ranking videos is that the monsters really lack depth in the Dungeon Master's, the Monster Manual. And we really only have 3 sources of monsters in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons right now. So this is another source that you could use in your games if you're lacking monsters or a variety in monsters. He also has a character class that he's created. Apparently he's been working on this for a long time. I didn't know that, but he had this idea of creating the Paragon. So this is more of like a mythic type of hero. I think it really fits in with the Theros type book model that just came out. So, if you're running Theros or you have Theros rules in your campaign, this could fit in really easily. But it's supposed to be a hero or like a fighting class, a martial class that doesn't rely on spells but has other magical powers. And then we have spells. He's creating a whole number of spells. And I think depending on the stretch goals, he might even have more spells, but this is just an example of them. And they're really flavorful spells that you can add to your campaign to, like I said, add more variety in magic, just like the monsters. And then magic items, cursed items, and magic shops. One of the things that's really interesting here, and I was surprised that he included it, is the defenses of magic shops, because one thing that we kind of maybe gloss over, a lot of us do, I do, and maybe a lot of you do, but gloss over the kind of the nitty-gritty of seeing a magic shop or going to a store to buy things in game. There's no modern day security for a store like this. And if you have very powerful magic items and potions and things that could be stolen, what defenses are you going to have when you're not at your shop? And that's something I was really excited to hear him talk about in his video. And I think that will add depth again to your story. If you have a crew that wants to go and buy some magical items, now your magic shops can be very well fleshed out. And also a quick inventory mechanic, which is great because, that's always a pain to track in D&D. And I've said this for quite some time, traps and hazards, there needs to be more of this in D&D. There's very little of it and very little guidance from official product for this. And when we go and take a look at his preview, I'll show you what I mean about some guidance. Then he has a whole section on DM advice, which I think this is maybe some of the most valuable information that he's going to have in the book. All right, and the book is going to be about 250 pages, but that could change depending on the stretch goals. And it's going to include map packs for different levels of the Kickstarter that you back. I think it was already backed, so hopefully, because it was backed in 2 days, I think that he'll make a lot of these stretch goals. So here are the few that you see here. It goes up to $60,000, but most of it is about including more of the things that he's gotten here, more spells, more items, more traps, and then also artwork, which is really important for a lot of these books because the artwork can make it go from being something that is very amateur looking to very professional quality. And so the more art that he can get, I think the book will look and feel more like a resource for 5th edition. And it's supposed to be released, I believe it was April. I'm just seeing here scheduled. So April is when the books will be shipped. And let's go over some of the backing tiers here. So the first one is you can just pledge $10 or an amount you want. And then you can go to $20 where you get the PDF, which is, the basic, you're getting the PDF. But if you spend $10 more, you can get the map pack, which is really cool because you get 15 digital maps that I've seen because I'm on his Patreon. But you can also get 3 Kickstarter exclusives. And then really, I think most people will do is go for the hardcover because, I just love the physical book, but it also comes with the PDF. And then you can get the combined bundle there, hardcover, PDF, and map pack. And unfortunately, these are the tiers that are gone, which is a shame because they're really, really cool. And I do want to go over them. I know you can't get them right now, but I did do the Beast Lord level here, which is cool because I get to help him design a monster for the book. So I get to create a monster. I'm not exactly sure the process is going to go. I know that he's done things before where he's had ideas for his Patreon members where they can help him create monsters. So I know he's done a lot of it, so it probably won't be too challenging, but I get that. And there's also, the shopkeeper. You can be an NPC in the book, which I thought was really cool. And maybe if he gets really far on the stretch goals, he might be able to open these up a little more. I'm not sure, but these went real quick. You could see 5 backers and 20 backers. They went so quick. But I think people are going to want to go for either the hardcover and PDF, or at least, or the hardcover and map pack. So, these are still available. And like I said, his stretch goals are there. So he's looking for up to $60,000 more. Support this if you can. And let's take a look at the book. This is the preview that's on the Kickstarter. One, I really love this. I'm not sure if this is going to be final artwork or anything like that because it's so early in the process, but I really do love the color choice and all these very bold looking colors and strong lines. And then you've got these really, this might look silly, but it really interesting creatures that you can add that are so unique and so different. So this is a large beast. This is not just a frog. This is a large frog. That has all these different cool attack actions, but I'm looking more for the story aspect here. He has a little quick blurb for this, and it's a tragedy of 2 sisters. One gets eaten by the frog, but then basically the sister kills her. You should read it. It's really, really cool. And he does this for all of his entries. A really interesting story that can hook your monster into the game. It's a way to get your players interested to go check out what's going on in this bog or this swamp and fight this frog. So That's the stuff that I think he will excel at, and this book will be perfect for. Is it's a whole bunch of mini quests, encounters, stuff that you can easily plug and play, and I think that's helpful for DMs to have, especially if you're doing a homebrew. Yeah, so lots of creatures here, an astral dragon, so very unique creatures, things with themes, and easy to plug and play. Spells, so here's some of the examples of spells that he's got. Some low-level spells. You got second level, first level, third level. I think the whole point is he wants it to be a wide range. That way it's not just like aimed at lower levels or higher level. Magic items, which is really cool. Something you can always throw in. And I always like to throw in magic items into games, even the games that I've been running, they're the official modules. This is a nice touch that something a player would never have seen before, or something that's not from the Dungeon Master's Guide. And they're hard to think up on the fly. So here's a whole bunch that you can just use. And then traps and hazards, which I mentioned before, I'm really excited about because you have not only the trap, but it's almost like a method for which people can interact with the trap. Like this, how to detect it. Most of the time we always just say, I'll make a perception check, but sometimes a trap might have a better skill to use to notice it or even see it's there. And then the trigger and the effect and some countermeasures, how you can actually go about doing it. I think this is going to be a extremely helpful and useful book for dungeon masters and players. I really think if you're gaming in a homebrew setting, this book is a must-have. I really do, a must-have. The advice that he's going to put into this book, if he puts even a fraction of the hours and hours of videos that he has on YouTube into this book, then I think it will be worth it. And he seems like a genuinely nice guy. I've been watching his videos, like I said, for a couple years now, and I do like to support people who I feel like are genuine. And well, look at that! Somebody just backed it. I guess it's got more backers. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Go to Kickstarter, back it. It's Esper the Bard's long-awaited Emporium of Esoterica. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this content. Again, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. That's it. We'll see you all soon. See you on the tabletop. Have a good night.